Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at, well, basically, to cut a long story short, which unit you should select with your Sparking Select coin in Dragon Ball Legends. Now, I don't suggest summoning on this banner to get these coins. However, if you have summoned on this banner, it's okay. This video is to help you with who to select with your coins to maximize them. Now bear in mind there's two ways to proceed with this. I'm going to look at this from the position of acquiring a new character. If you're using these Sparking coins to acquire Legends Limited Z-Power, Sparking Z-Power for characters you already own, aim for characters that you can push to 7-star with these coins. That should be your priority in case that unit Zenkais in future or has an existing Zenkai. Then, obviously, should that not be the case, and you're looking at acquiring a new character, then of course, I will provide some help on who to select. So we'll take a look at that whole situation. Now, in terms of the Sparking Select, it's very difficult to say outright that X is better than the other, because it depends a lot on what your box is. But I'm going to mainly focus on characters that have a significant impact on their teams and on teams that are okay should you have the right units for the meta. So we'll talk about those units, talk about everything, and kind of get into it. Of course, notably, there's no Majin Du and Majin Ku on this banner, both of whom are critical for the Daima team, and I think that's for a reason. Obviously, they see the Daima banner as a select banner, but it's very interesting. We'll start with Shin or Supreme Kai. A great unit, still very usable as a support / utility option on Majin Buu Saga or God Key. Very good, dominated the meta for a long time. Not as dominant as he was, but definitely still a very viable option overall. Next we look at Raid Shenron, also a great option. Very similar to Shin in that he's more a pure utility option, more so than anything else, but still an absolutely exceptional unit. Really good on GT, really good, and really good on power absorption. Definitely needs to be run alongside Omega Shenron. We'll see a big comeback if we get an Ultra Omega Shenron at some point, or another Legends Limited Shadow Dragons option, but still a really good unit. Then from there, things get more interesting. So in terms of Daima, there's definitely a lot of selections, but again, not the pivotal ones. No Majin Ku, no Majin Du. We have both Goku Mini Daimas and the Tama the robots. We have the robots. I always forget how to pronounce their names. But basically, out of these, the Zenkai Goku is obviously the best choice. But what's important to take note of is that although Zenkai Goku is the best choice, you need to Zenkai him. So it doesn't really make sense to say that he's the best choice if you cannot have him at 7 stars. So that's something important to take note of. If you are selecting him, you need to select him based on the fact that you're going to have him at 7 stars. Then we have Goku and Piccolo, and we have Garlic Jr. Both are pretty good. I wouldn't say that they are absolutely amazing. I think they're both pretty solid. Saga from the movies could be getting some buffs soon. Just have that feeling after SS4 Vegeta. So we'll have to see. But yeah, honestly, they're both not bad picks if you're needing a bit of a purple option for your team. Other than that, really nothing too crazy. The DB Saga, Goku and Vegeta are very solid. Very solid. Sorry, Goku and Piccolo. With their platinum equips, they're decent. But DB Saga is not in a huge space right now, so I wouldn't really go for them. Ultimately, I think, aside from the ones already mentioned, and Mega Shenron and Shin, I think the rest are honestly dependent on your situation. So I really wouldn't go for anything else. The Garlic Jr. and the Piccolo and Goku are pretty decent, but they're not like outright so amazing that you definitely have to have them. That's at least my opinion on them. Of course, It's entirely up to you and, you know, what you're looking at. But I think overall, those are my thoughts and opinions. If you have a different thought or opinion on who to select, let me know.